Making sure everything. Okay, yo, good, good. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys having a good day, or hope that you guys have better days ahead. This is Marlon here, and well, folks, all I can say is that unfortunately, I did not have enough time throughout my busy schedule to fix the damn mic. But how you guys doing? Hope you guys having a good day. Me, well, it's just Saturday. I think I'm gonna try something. Okay, seeing if this will work. But unfortunately, things are not working well, so might as well just deal with whatever I got for the time being. How you guys doing? Okay, so what do we have for today? Today we do have, well, right now, we do have 19 active weather alerts. So we have 5 flash flood warnings in Utah and Canada, 3 winter storm warnings, 7 dense fog advisories, 3 flood warnings, and 1 red flag warning. Okay, so we do have our first winter weather alert for this fall, folks. Quite a while since we had one. I mean, we barely had one in the summer, but that's only on rare occasions, though. Okay. Oh, I get it now. Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this off right now. Okay, now I know what's been going on. Let me just hear things from my end. Hold on, folks. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Okay, yeah, I'm just testing something for myself, folks, so bear with me on this. Aha, okay, it works, thank God, thank God. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, folks, now I have found out the problem with my usual mic. Okay, so what happened was that I've been using the Stream Deck, and the Stream Deck, I accidentally pressed the mute button. And what that mute button did, it was that you muted the regular mic, not the mic itself. So I deeply apologize for the previous stream and as well as the first 5 minutes of the stream. Okay, now we're ready for action. Okay, so let's get to work. Okay, so let's talk synoptically. So what do we have here? We do have plenty of dry weather in association with some areas of high pressure dominating throughout the East Coast, plus the Ohio Valley and parts of the Mississippi Valley, the Great Lakes region. And you do have a stationary front that's located throughout much of the Gulf. Yeah, bringing in some showers throughout the Gulf Coast, Florida. A cold front sweeping through the desert southwest. Stationary front in position throughout places like Utah, through the Wyoming Rockies and into the Dakotas and into Canada. And there is a warm front in Canada, and there's a stationary front to the north of the Great Lakes region, which does explain that there are some warnings up in Canada, just north of the Dakotas and Minnesota. There is an area of low pressure, but that is not really something that's quite interesting, because usually low pressure centers do bring wet weather there. But there is an all-cold front offshore, splitting into two with the cold front and a warm front just south which Now let's go region by region. So what do we have? Let's start off with the Northeast. Mostly dry for the past 3 hours. Just a few clouds and showers along the lake shores of Lake Ontario, Lake Erie. But overall, it's quite dry throughout the Northeast as of now. Going down to the south, where there's plenty of dry weather throughout places like the Carolinas. But although there are only some showers, and pop-up showers and storms, as a result, the sea breeze moving into the coastal Carolinas plus some parts of the Outer Banks. Some showers and storms moving into parts of Florida coming from the Atlantic. Then you have plenty of some showers and storms, as I described a couple seconds ago, affecting places like Texas, through Alabama, and through the western end of Florida. But overall, in the interior areas of Texas, Oklahoma, the Ozarks, Tennessee, they're quite dry. The Ohio Valley, dry. Much of the Great Lakes region, dry, though a few pop-up showers have been here and there throughout parts of the Great Lakes, though, but not in a widespread fashion, meaning that there isn't much, folks. But the thing is that there is still a flood warning that's still to the west of Daytona Beach. It's been going on for a long time, though. Let me go to the one in Daytona Beach. Why is that? Let's see, it says here, remains moderate flood stage due to upstream tidal surge effects, recent rainfall, and it'll remain until early next week, though uncertainty remains as to when a decline in levels will resume. So basically, all of the coastal flooding that has been going on throughout the Daytona Beach area, plus some places like Lake George in Florida, have been caused by frequent rains and some poor drainage as a result. And when you got poor drainage from all the rain and such, that tends to cause some flood warnings that remain persistent for an extended amount of time. Let's go to let me check my volume levels. Good. In the Great Plains, it's quite dry in the Missouri River Valley, though there are red flag warnings in much of Nebraska, but on the western side, clouds and showers are there. Going up into the Dakotas, showers and clouds are there. And we do have a flood warning that's still in effect right between Groningen and Aberdeen in South Dakota. Why is that? I mean, it's minor flooding, but how long will it last until further notice? Yep, poor drainage, folks. Poor drainage, even on sunny days. Even though it's just ahead of the cold front, stationary front there. And there are some showers and storms throughout parts of the Rockies. I'm going to change gears to winter weather, folks. For the most part, folks, I'm only seeing some wintry mixture of precipitation, rain and ice and snow, freezing rain and sleet there. Glacial National Park, winter storm warnings are in effect, but why is that? Well, plenty of snowfall, but right now I'm just not... Okay, yeah, there is some, but I would need to look further into detail about that, folks. Now I'm gonna go back to the radar reflectivity radar and see what we got elsewhere. Going into the Dakotas, the Rockies and Colorado, some showers and thunderstorms are there popping up, moving to the northeast. That includes much of Wyoming. Utah, plenty of storms are there. A lot of moderate to heavy rain is located in and around the Salt Lake City area. We do have a flood warning, one flash flood warning just located southwest of Salt Lake City. This is pretty bad, folks, especially those out on the road, leaving it or heading towards Salt Lake City. An area of low pressure. It's well defined from what it looks like. right now. Much of Nevada is quite dry, just a few clouds and showers on the north side. And in the desert southwest, plenty of, just plenty of sunshine, but 3 hours ago it was just pop-up showers and storms in the past 3 hours, moving to the north-northeast. So you can see, Arizona's quite dry, California dry for the past 3 hours, despite the fact that there have been a cold front that's been there. Then we go to the Pacific Northwest, a few pop-up showers are there in eastern Oregon, and as well as around Portland and the Seattle area, getting some pop-up showers there. Well, we'll talk more about this in a couple minutes. Now let's switch gears to here. Oh, I should know better, folks. Okay, there we go. So let's see what we got. Well, you're getting some mostly light and variable winds throughout the Mid-Atlantic and parts of the Northeast. But New England, you get some stronger winds coming from the west-northwest, blowing up to 20 miles per hour. And it's going to move out to sea. Then we go down to the Carolinas, where winds are coming from the east, blowing up to 20 miles an hour, but along the coastal parts of the Carolinas, down to Florida, winds blowing up to 20 to 30 miles an hour. The Gulf Coast, and particularly around the central Gulf Coast, you get strong easterly winds blowing around 30 miles an hour, especially in the New Orleans area, but on the coastal side, though, but not like in the city, but just around it. Texas and anywhere west of the Mississippi, winds shift from the east to the north, but yet they're a little lighter in places like Arkansas and eastern Texas. Western Texas, winds are blowing to the north up to 20 to 30 miles an hour. In the Great Plains, plenty of strong winds blowing around 30 miles an hour, sometimes up to 40. Going up to Minnesota, but the Ohio Valley, you're seeing winds that are shifting to the north, even though winds were coming from the east, moving up to 15 miles an hour. But then as they cross into the Ohio Valley to the north, they move to the north. In the Great Lakes region, you have winds that are blowing to the north, blowing around 20 to 30 miles an hour. But in the Dakotas, it's quite complicated, where you have in North Dakota and western South Dakota, winds are coming from the north, blowing up to 25 miles an hour, but in eastern South Dakota, winds are actually coming from the north, blowing around 30 to 40 miles an hour. In the west, the Front Range of the Rockies, the northern Rockies, winds are coming from the north, some places blowing up to 30 to 40 miles an hour, 20 to 30, other places maybe a little lighter than that. In other places, though, in Idaho, you have winds that are moving to the east, blowing at around 30 to 40 miles an hour, but to the north, just a little lighter, though. In places like the desert southwest and the Colorado Rockies, winds are coming from the southwest, blowing up to 30 to 40 miles an hour. But in some other places, you have winds that are lighter there. In the Great Basin, on the western side, like Utah and Nevada, winds are coming from the northwest, shifting to the northeast, blowing around 20 to 30 miles an hour, maybe a little higher in localized areas. California, plenty of light and variable winds in some places, but winds that are blowing faster, they're generally blowing to the southeast, up to 25 miles per hour. But on the coastal side, winds are blowing parallel to the coast down south, but maybe blowing around 30 miles an hour in some places. Otherwise, it's going to be lighter, though. In the Pacific Northwest, you have lighter winds coming on shore, blowing to the southeast, but stronger on the leeward side of the Cascades, like Oregon and Washington State.